What's going on, everyone? This is take 3 of this Storytime episode 1 or number 1, whatever I title it. I've done stories before, but this is the first time I'm kind of in my backwoods studio, backwoods setup, whatever you want to call this. And first time I'm sitting down, chilling, talking about stuff, stories, things like that. So anyways, I want to talk about the aftermath of yesterday's challenge. Some things y'all don't get to see because I don't have someone filming me. Once I turn the camera off, that's all she wrote pretty much. So I don't have someone to film me to show the stuff. So I'm going to talk about it. Basically, normally whenever I get done with the video, I obviously turn off the camera. Once the camera's off, I immediately take the video, put it in my editing app, edit it or trim it, whatever I do to it, and then export it, and then I upload it onto YouTube. That's what I do. Every single time, except for yesterday. It was so intense afterwards. After I turned the camera off, I grabbed my phone, went in the house, and I ate some ice cream. Because I haven't had ice cream in over 2 years. And it was that intense. I had to. Basically, I couldn't hardly even see out of this eye because I had some water, or it watered so much in there, I could only see like halfway out. And I kind of felt like I was going to pass out. I'm thinking, man, if I don't get to this house and get the ice cream, I could barely talk. Seriously, I could barely talk. It was crazy. It was crazy rough. I mean, man, I don't want to go through that again, honestly. But once I got the ice cream, it really helped. But I also want to explain something too. Whenever I was doing the challenge, the heat didn't kick in until about the 1 minute mark. I mean, there's a little bit of heat, but it didn't like kick in until 1 minute, because I thought, man, this isn't bad at all. I mean, I'd seen videos and I thought, most people, I mean, this is pretty rough, because it said on the box it was going to be immediate heat. It was not immediate till it hit 1 minute, and man, it hit me. That's for sure. And then about halfway through, I think it's about 2.5 minutes, that's when the insane, I mean, I don't mind ear burns. I prefer them over like extreme tongue burns, because tongue burns are rough for me. But I mean, the most extreme ear burn I've ever had. I mean, it almost felt like an earache. Almost. Not quite. Almost. Crazy stuff. So, like I said, also, it basically took the moisture out of my mouth. Like, I'd ate the ice cream, but then I grabbed, because the first thing I grabbed was milk. Not to cool it off or anything, because the ice cream was doing that. That's just the first thing I grabbed. There wasn't water to grab right there ready for me. So I just grabbed some milk, drank a little bit, and that helped kinda get a little bit of moisture in there, but not much. My mouth was extremely dry for about an hour, and then it was still dry for throughout the night until today. So and even it's still a little bit dry. I mean, it took so much moisture out. It's crazy. I don't know why it did that. I mean, I haven't experienced anything to that extreme. I've experienced something close to that whenever I had Mrs. Renfro's, what is it, ghost pepper cheese dip, or nacho cheese dip, whatever it is. And that stuff, it's not like ghost pepper hot or anything. Not that I know how hot that is, but I mean, it's not like extreme. But if you don't eat hot stuff all the time, it's hot. But that stuff took the moisture out of my mouth. Sometimes, not to the degree this did, obviously, but that's the only thing that I could even compare it to. But it did, and man, that was probably one of the roughest parts of it, I guess. But also, before I got the milk, I started gagging, and I don't know if I swallowed some saliva that had some of that lollipop stuff. I don't know what you want to say, but had some of that in there with extract, whatever. I don't know if I swallowed some and then my body rejected it. I don't really know what it was. Maybe it's just because it was so intense and my body just felt like, I don't know, hey, let's throw up. I don't know. I can't explain that for you. I'm no scientist, so I don't know why I did that, or doctor. Well, I don't think you had to be a scientist, maybe a doctor. Yeah, I'm just a dude sitting here drinking water in the woods. Well, not too far in the woods. You can hear somebody's doggo barking, but I say I would not recommend that challenge to anyone unless you eat Carolina Reapers like their jalapenos. I mean, seriously, there's some people that do that and can do that and eat hot stuff all the time, which I like hot stuff. I like some, different hot sauces, that kind of stuff. That's cool, I did that. the toe of Satan was melt your face off hot, right? Because there's hot, there's melt your face off hot. That was melt your face off hot. That, like I said, I mean, the most intense feeling I've ever had. I don't know how many times I've said intense, but most crazy feeling I've had ever from eating something. Right. Besides that wasabi, that made me. But this was worse than that. Obviously, far worse experience. But I did it, and you know, from now on, I'm gonna have ice cream with me, whether I need it or not. Whenever I do a hot challenge again, because I'll be doing the one chip challenge sometime, and I don't know if I'll need it during that, but I'll definitely have it for afterwards if the heat is too intense, like the toe of Satan was. Because, like I said, I was not prepared for that when I knew it was supposed to be pretty hot stuff, but I was not prepared for the experience. For sure. At least I didn't have any stomach cramps, nothing like that, except for once I, you know, gagged and I guess I spit up a little bit of saliva. Other than that, I didn't really throw up or anything like that. After that, it was all cookies and cream. I don't know. I was trying to think of something, but it was all cookies and cream, dude. It was no problem there. So that's great. You know, I don't want to have stomach cramps, none of that. I don't want to experience that. I had it as a kid. One time I remembered. I still remember it to this day. Whenever. Because those stomach cramps, man, that's no, I don't want any of that. So, anyways, crazy experience, and I think I said that 100 times too. Anyways, guys, I'll catch y'all later.